And I don't know, to everyone, I'm not transitioning. I am not a man transitioning to a woman. I'm a woman transitioning to a man. How about that? I'm getting a lot of those questions. People, they don't know what I am. But you can clearly see I'm a woman transitioning into a man. I don't know what's so hard. It's like, it's so funny you can't see it's in the DNA. All right, so we're gonna try to do an updo bun. These people put this thing in my hair tight, bro. Thank you, Sheldon, for the stickers and gifts. I appreciate it, dear. All of these requests. Hey everyone, this is not boss. We're just doing some tests real quick. Just real quick. We'll see, you guys. We'll see. So I'm finna start getting ready. We'll see. We'll see. But if it's not looking right, I'm not gonna be able to do it. You know what? Let me see this. Hold on. Let me try one more thing else. Look. So. Cause I'm gonna just try this. Are these people sending in requests or what? I'm gonna just start answering them.
Hello, Sandy's
Hi, how are you guys?
Hi, how are you?
I'm great, I'm getting a lot of messages. That's why I went live and my other phone went off. But I'm getting a lot of messages about going live tonight because I was supposed to go live yesterday. My brother had some seizures and I wasn't able to. So it was just like a lot going on yesterday. So just want to see. This is bringing back the CEO look. This is important. I like this look. Okay, so what we're going to do, I think we could pull it off tonight. Everyone. What do you guys think? Think we can pull this off? I just came from China. I got my nails done, finally. I got my nails done. You see that? I got a corporate French. A corporate French, as we all could see. A corporate French. So if you ever would like to get your nails done and you want to have a Boston CEO style on you, make sure you get the signature blue. Get the signature blue and do a corporate French. That's what I call them, a corporate French. They're wonderful to rock into the corporate industry, office industry, high-rise skyscrapers, and all of that, all right? I think we will be good. I think we'll be good. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. So see you guys here at 9. See everyone here at 9. Bro, you gonna be easy on me today? Yeah. Bro, you gonna be easy on me today? Yeah. Okay, thank you. So we'll be able to go live tonight? Huh? We'll be able to go live tonight? Will we be able to go live tonight? No surprises, right, bro? No surprises. All right, y'all. So 9 Eastern time. I'll see you guys. Get ready.
Oh, baby. Look at you. Excuse my hair. I'm having a bad hair day, but it's okay.
Are you on Mint Mobile? It seems like your your connection is interfering with the conversation.
No. Well, wait a minute. You said, do I have Nick Mobile or T-Mobile? Nick.
Mobile. Which one do you have?
Why? You can't see me?
No, I can see you. The error is the connection to the voice. I cannot wholly hear you. I'm on my private jet, so that could be one of the interference.
Stop playing. Stop playing. Stop playing. Give me some sugar. Give me some sugar.
I don't have. You want some sugar? We would like to have some sugar, please.
Don't do that to me. Don't do me like that. Don't you do me, Manny. Give me some sugar.
Who is Manny, dear? Who's Manny?
A CEO.
Yes,
CEO.
you're probably talking about one of my employees.
All right, well, look. This is what we're going to do. Let's battle. I don't do battling much, but I want to battle you.
I don't mind battling.
Somebody said battle.
With people of the with people. I don't mind. Well, let's do it.
Let's do it, y'all. Come on, let's go.
So I do have some questions. You look so familiar. I seen you multiple times. Were you working for me?
I love you. I love you. I mean, I ain't got to stay in character. I love you. I'm proud of you. I am proud. Proud.
Dear, thank you.
Do you hear me?
Thank you, dear. As a Boston CEO, I get a lot of inspiring people all the time telling me the same thing, and I am very much obliged. Very, very soon. How are you doing today? I'm just leaving Uganda. Oh, what are you drinking?
You don't even want to know.
You don't want to know what I'm
very
drinking.
Low budget today. My shit has Irish in it.
Mine's was made in Dubai. This is see, in the United States they call it Pink Whitney. We call this the Pink Beyonce. It's very delicious.
Very delicious. Y'all, why I only got 59? Y'all don't let me be. Y'all drop some roses or something. If you can't drop nothing, tap the screen. Tell me something good.
Who are you talking to, dear? Are you talking to me or are you talking to your people?
I'm talking to you now when I say tell me something good. Y'all drop, but you tell me something good. Every time, give me some good news.
Well, I've always had great news on my end. Do you have any good news on yours?
Oh yeah, I got some good news.
Well,
look at me all breathing, had a beautiful day.
You did?
Been no drama, nothing but love in my day. Nothing but love. We don't know how many Wednesdays we have. I've been afforded another Wednesday, so I took advantage of it. I took advantage of my day.
Right. We have to take advantage of whatever it is out there. I'm very happy that you're doing that.
Yes.
I'm very happy.
Around here with mama, you know, my mama be 87 tomorrow. 87 next month. We both, our birthday is the 20th, mine's the 25th. And so I'm just glad to be around her. You know what I mean? I'm not ripping and running the streets, kind of staying around home, taking care of my mother. And I'm thankful for it.
Right. So I am so excited for her birthday. Tell her boss and CEO it's wishing her a very happy birthday and many years to come. Let her know that. I hope you guys have a wonderful celebration. This is a time that you all just gather.
I'm having my first meet and greet. I'm having my first meet and greet.
Where
I'm having my first meet and greet next month, the 25th, 26th, and 27th.
That's wonderful. That is wonderful.
I am so excited about it. Thank you guys. Drop. Okay, look at y'all. All right, it's close. It's
Investors, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. There's no way that we could lose this battle to because I'm a Boston CEO, so I must keep the winning strike going. It's important, dear. So you are prepared, right?
Okay, y'all. Well, come on. Don't let y'all come on. He's talking like you go CEO is talking like they gonna win. Y'all don't let y'all drop on him. Drop
Dear,
on CEO.
you're battling a boss and CEO. I'm no
Oh, okay.
longer. I have many investors, so I thought you already knew this.
Y'all drop. Drop some big snipe on CEO, y'all. Oh no, snipe.
All investors,
Come on.
thank you so much for their investment. It's very much obliged.
Thank you guys for the roses. Thank you guys for the roses. It's 56 seconds
Jay,
yet.
thank you so much for the gift. It's very much
It's
obliged.
56. Somebody drop. Somebody snipe. Do not let the CEO win,
The
y'all.
top DG
Don't let the
DJR, thank you so
CEO.
much
Don't
for the
let the
roses.
CEO win.
James,
Come
thank you for the teddy
on.
bear. I love teddy bears, dear. Thank you. It's very much obliged.
Hey, Alexis Golf. Thank you, baby. Thank you, baby.
Wyatt, thank you for the
31
high heels. I will
seconds.
be wearing those later
If
when I
we're going to have
land.
any
They're very
sniping
much
going on,
obliged.
if we're going to have any sniping going on, let it go. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a
Investors,
minute.
let's pick it up.
Oh,
Let's go.
wait
We
a
almost on the 2-second countdown, everyone.
Thank you. Let's go.
If you can refrain from yelling, it's really getting to the investors on my end. Thank you, Robert. The top sheet. Thank you so much, dear.
Let's go. Almost.
Oh, that was a close one. That was a close one, dear. That was a close one. Investors, thank you so much for all of you guys showing up. It's very much obliged, everyone. It was very much obliged.
Thank you, Nick. Thank you, Nick. Thank you, Jason A. Thank you, Rashida. Thank you, Big Trucker Girl. Come on.
Well, Bree, I'm going to answer the next call here. It's been a very wonderful time talking to you.
I love you. Hey, call me. You got the same number?
I have to see what phone, but I definitely switch numbers all of the time. But I will definitely contact you with Samantha on the other end.
You got mine. You still got mine, right?
I still do, dear. Because when it's
Okay,
in your
I love you,
application,
all right.
your number, so it never changed, right?
Never changed. Still the same number.
You're here
All
for
right,
me
baby.
if you're not doing anything later when I land.
Okay. All right, baby.
All right, my dear. Thank you so much for the battle.
All right. Love you.
Love you more.
All right.
Everyone, that is a wonderful influencer. I follow. I'm sending out invites to everyone so we all can connect and just talk. I'm on my flight. I'm actually headed to United States. I just left China not too long ago, and I will be, hold on for one moment. We'll be headed to the United States. I have a lot of business notifications on my phone here. I just muted them. It was a while. It was a while there to connect. Are you on Mint Mobile or? All right, dear. Well, normally we don't connect. I'm sorry? Well, dear, as you can see here, I'm on my private jet, so I'm not in my office at the moment. I will not be able. Hold on. I'm sorry? Dear, we're always hiring. I'm Boston's CEO. We're always hiring. Hold on for one moment here. You said 6 and 11 cents? We're already starting everyone off with that hourly wage. Where are you calling from? What are your hobbies? Let me know. What is it that you can do before we even bring you aboard? Well, it's because they don't know me. I understand the life that I'm accustomed to. Many people out there that I'm connecting with, they don't understand my journey. We come from different walks of life, so it's understandable when people come on here and they spread their hate or they just don't understand. Prince, thank you so much for the gifts, dear. They're very much obliged. So you're paying your workers 311. Where are you based at? Or where's your business is based on? Based at? Chicago. Really? And there's bosses like you that's paying people $3. So, I tell everyone I'm top competitive pay. I tell everyone this, I'm top competitive pay. And this is the reason. So yeah, I understand, but to avoid all of that, that's why I pay my workers 611 to avoid the core appearances. My lawyer friends have all gave me word of advice to not pay them $3 like what you're doing. Since I went up, I do not have to appear in court for any of these incidents. So that's why I pay 611, and you should too. You should at least start off at $6.08. Really? You give me entrepreneur, you really do. You give me since you're very unknown on the prices. I love that you keep the information on the inflation. I love that. But you give me entrepreneur selling plates out of your home. Are you selling food out of your home? I have the best workers there, and this is why I have the people that's working for me. We are top competitive pay. I understand. I get that a lot, but that's why I have my jeweler. I have my jeweler that comes in on this live with me. Right, right. Well, give me a second, Mint Mobile. Give me 1 second. It seemed like your connection is interfering with mine when I respond back to you. I can hear you fine. I was just getting a business call. Hello? Can you hear me? All right, we're going to try this one more time. Hold on for 1 second. We're having a bit technical difficulties. Oh, we're flying over water. So everyone, if you're on Mint Mobile, it's going to interfere with the connection because we're flying over water, and anyone that have a lower service provider is not going to connect. So we're going to accept the next one.
Hello, Ms. Boss.
Hi, dear. How
I'm
are
doing
you?
well. How is your flight going?
So far, we're just leaving the other countries on the other side, so we're headed your way. Are you in the United States?
I am. We're ready for you to
We're
land.
headed your way. We're headed your way.
Outstanding. We've got everybody here ready for you to land. We've got Beyonce and the crew waiting just for you to touch down.
All right. Is everything laid out, prepared for me?
Everything. We've got the red carpets. We've got about 10 black Escalades. We've got your butler here just in case you're hungry. We've got Beyonce, all our security guard. You know, Julius is here too to help you get off the plane. We are ready.
Is a wonderful, wonderful. Now we need to, when I land, I need to make sure I have a set schedule already prepared for me. I need to have all of that laid out. And the butler, please, what drink do we have on hand once I step off of my private jet? What drink do we have prepared for me?
We have got the most pristine spring water from Walmart, but we've got it in a nice glass. It is ready.
I don't do spring water, dear. I don't do that. Now, make sure whoever came up with that decision for me, make sure their bills is affected immediately. Do that for me. Affect their bills, and then send them resources of help. Section 8, food stamps, WIC, if they have children under 5. These are the things they need. But give me Avani. I used to do Fiji last year, but they're not up to par with their standards. So I do Avani.
So we were going to get Avani, but apparently the source sold the majority of their EBT. So we weren't able to afford that. So is tap water okay?
I'm the source that bought it, dear. It's in the warehouse. So all you have to do is once you get off the phone with me here, you go to the warehouse or send one of your children back there and grab the 100-pack of Avani waters. Now, you're a woman. I believe in you, so you can do this. Now, so get the 100-pack and make sure that's waiting for me, and they're cold at 70 degrees, no higher or no less Celsius.
Got it. We're ready. We're going to go to Sam's. We've got Avani.
Right. But do not go to Sam's to purchase it because Sam is still affiliated with Walmart. I know them personally. So make sure it's from Whole Foods.
Okay, gotcha. Not Publix.
Perfect. All right, dear. Is there anything else that we can address while we're here?
We need to address the, I would like to be followed if possible because I do a lot of meetings on this app as well. And I would love to have investor meetings with you.
All right. Well, we are always, are you a previous investor or a current one right now?
I'm current.
All right. Hold on for 1 second, dear. Let me see here. Because me being a boss and CEO, it's appointed teams that I follow on my following list, and I have to make sure my algorithm is always set up for inspiring a boss like me. So are you posting content that's going to inspire a boss like me?
Absolutely. Unfortunately, this is my backup page because I have been bananas on my main.
Right.
But on my main is a lot of content, and I'm a level 40, if that tells you anything.
It tells me everything I need to know. Everything Absolutely. I need to know.
You're awesome. I just want to, let me get out of character real quick. You're awesome, and you're the only person on this app doing stuff like this. So I really enjoy your entertainment. So I'm glad I got to come up here, and I will be sure to get your Avani water.
Thank you, dear. It's a long walk in the warehouse. We just expanded it. So make sure you just prepare yourself for that. I'll be touching down in the United States soon, and it's been very much obliged, this conversation between you and I.
Outstanding. Enjoy your flight.
Thank you, dear. See you soon. Oh, she's so sweet, everyone. I love people like her. Now, if you have an attitude with me, don't come on here because you will be sent back in the transportation you came in. Please be aware of that. Next caller. Thank you so much for the roses. Elle, thank you so much for the gifts. Thank you so much for the hearts, dear. All investors, thank you. And if you're unable to invest and you're a viewer, you're unable to invest, please do not feel bad. These are investors who we are all in business together. And I really do appreciate all of you. Who are you?
Hi, I'm Robert. I'm on your team, as you know, of course.
So I'm paying you $6.11?
$6.11 on the dime. Absolutely.
All right. Hold on for 1 second, Robert. Just got something here. Hold on for 1 second, Robert.
Sure. Please.
D Money, thank you for your investment. Is very much obliged, dear. Very much. Now, what were you saying, Robert?
Yes, I'm on your team. $6.11 on the dime, right?
Right. So what do you want? Are you on the clock right now?
Yes, but I was sent
all right,
over...
I do not, as a boss, I do not talk to employees if you're clocked in. So you must finish your shift first And if I am online, then you have the opportunity to speak to me. But if you're any of my workers, if you're working for me right now, do not request to be in the live. I do not hold that as I do not stand behind that. I'm sorry. If you're working, you're supposed to work. But once you have the free time, then you are able to converse with me. So if you're at work, I do not uphold that. So I'm not going to do that because other bosses are watching. And if I'm taking you away from your job, it's not right. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Please refrain from being already clocked in. If you're a worker of mine, please be off. Hello?
Yes, hello.
Hi, dear. How are you?
I am well. I am interested in joining, but I was looking at being a co-CEO. I want to be your twin.
No, dear. I'm not looking for a twin at the moment. I already have a design imposter already, a stunt double already. So now what we can do is, where are you located?
I've actually been following you around, so I'm actually outside the office now, but I haven't actually come in. It just,
Dear, if you've been following me, you're currently outported into China because
yes,
there's no way you're on the jet with me. I'm headed to the United States.
I'm actually outside the plane on the wing.
All right, dear. All right. You be safe when we land.
Hi, how are you?
I'm wonderful, dear. Do you know who you're speaking with?
Yes, boss and CEO.
This is correct. I am boss and CEO.
Yes, I'm
and
sure
you're
you
live
are.
with me. How are you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful if my bills weren't affected.
Your bills are not affected, or they are?
They are. I'm a mother of 4. I'm a mother of 4. I've been working for you guys. I've been a loyal employee. I've been working for 4 years and I have 4 kids.
My dear, you're saying something very important, but something else is very important. I know you have children, but hold on for 1 second.
I just can't afford to have
my dear, hold on for one moment. You might be on Mint Mobile. Hold on for one moment. It's probably lagging, but one moment. Kevin, so thank you so much for your investment. It's very much obliged. I'm sorry, dear. You have to go ahead.
I'm a mother of 4.
Right.
I've been working for 4.5 years with you guys. I can't live with having my bills affected.
Are you on WIC right now? Food
WIC?
stamps?
You know, I'm transitioning actually. I might be into those.
So are you willing to accept these resources?
Well, why would I have to accept those resources if I can get my bills unaffected?
So what happened is, dear, if you're working for me, your bills should already be unaffected, dear. Already.
Then how come they're affected?
You're not managing the money that's being given out to you. This is the answer.
Even with child tax, I'm still being affected. How's
Well,
that
dear, I'm not handling all that. I have a personal assistant. You're getting really deep into this. So I can send you a list of resources, like such as Section 8. Hold on.
Yeah, you do that for me.
Madison, thank you. EP, thank you for your gift. They're very much obliged. I can send you a list of Section 8.
Yeah,
they help all over. And you can make sure you can get the King vitamins on your children's table every morning for breakfast.
Well, I don't think I'll be able to pay my landlord with food stamps. I don't think that's plausible.
Dear, is your landlord a man or a woman?
They go by they them.
They them. So still they them have a piece of a he or her. So you need to figure out what piece do they have down there to make sure you make the right move on your landlord.
Well, I think it's conjoined, but I'm not
conjoined.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
What do you mean conjoined?
I think they have a bit of both. I think that's what I think. That's what I think.
Oh, okay. That's perfect. That's perfect. And they should be really good at whatever it is that they can do.
So do you think they'll accept food stamps? Because like if they can, that will be amazing.
Well, if they have both parts, there's no need for food stamps. They're very multi-talented.
Exactly.
They have the best of both worlds already going. They them. So just really form a close relationship with that landlord that you have. The they them. Make
Yeah.
sure you form a wonderful relationship.
Since you are boss and CEO,
Mind you, hold on
boss.
for
Yeah.
one moment, dear. Renita, thank you so much for your investment. Is very much obliged, dear. Thank you. You can proceed, dear.
Yeah, like since you are a boss and CEO, I think
Right.
you should be with me and come up with my landlord and show them that you're boss and CEO. And I think they would be, shook, and they would have to accept my
Because of my status. I wouldn't be able to submit myself around the quality of the neighborhood that you're submitting yourself and your children to. Because of me, I cannot be in any neighborhood. I do prefer suburbs. Are you in the suburbs?
Yeah.
You are? So you're able to afford.
Well, that's the thing. I was able to afford because I was working there for 4 years, and I got a raise in my second year being there. And then my bills were affected because of inflation.
All right. So my best advice to you, dear, is to enjoy the suburbs that you're currently in, long as you can.
That's the thing. I won't be able to if my bills are affected. How about I get a raise? Don't you think that's a good idea?
What we're going to do, we're going to refrain from talking about that part of the raise. But what we're going to do, we're going to try to work on what's in our control. Now, you're in the suburbs. Take plenty of pictures.
Yeah.
Take plenty of pictures and do a lot of videos. So when you're now no longer in the suburbs, you have these as memories to encourage you to get back to where you were.
Well, that won't be really possible if I'm affected. Yeah, you know that. I won't be able to go back to that lifestyle of being affected. And
Anything's possible with a picture. I have many people having my picture, and they use that as an inspiring photo of me to make their day every day. I have many people out there with my photo.
Your boss and CEO, so you should be able to help your employees.
Tell the person in the background that you're talking to, boss and CEO. Most likely, I employ them.
And CEO.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Anyways, my bills have been affected, and I would love that.
Where is he? He sounds like a hard worker.
He's not employed with you. That's one of my children.
Oh, that's one of your children?
Yeah, that's one of my children.
Tell him he's speaking a little bit too loud, like he's paying bills. Mom have bills due. And
Yeah, I
until
get the
those bills
bills.
are no longer due, he needs to lower his voice.
Listen, this is my he's a teenager. That's why my bills have been affected. I need the money because I can't. He's a teenager. Clothes for them is extremely expensive.
And I understand now that he's being a teenager, the yearly taxes has been affected as well.
Yeah, even
We're not getting as much.
He's over 18. He doesn't get child tax.
I understand your struggle, dear. Well, let's do this. Let's go out there and make another one so it can pick up. You know. So when was the last time you had another offspring? When the last time you had?
Well, I'm close to menopause. And
let's hurry up and start scooting on these. Let's start making another one for menopause again.
I'm single, and I'm ready to mingle though. But
there's plenty of women. There's plenty of women I employ who are single but pops up pregnant. So you too can be one of them.
Well, I have to find me one because right now I cannot, and I don't want to be a single mom because like I said, I'm ready to mingle.
Honey, you cannot just lay in a bed of excuses. I'm giving so many resources in what you do.
Well,
I told you to talk to your landlord.
The best resource for my bills to be unaffected would for me to have them, for me to get a raise.
Can you please refrain from playing music like that in my life? I don't listen to anything unless it's elegant music or Beethoven.
Sorry, that was my cat.
Yeah, I don't listen to all of that rap. I don't do all of that. I listen to Beethoven.
I am so sorry, boss.
Soft, elegant, classic music only.
Yes, I understand. And I really am apologizing. I need to be obliged with your rules.
All right, dear. So what we're gonna do is because we're past the business hours. It's all I think in the United States where you are is like 10 o'clock. What we're gonna do is we're gonna have HR reach out to you, my dear. And once they reach out to you, follow the steps. Hold on for one moment, dear.
Well, okay. Well, you like Beethoven.
Ben, thank you so much for your investment. It's very much obliged, dear.
Well, hopefully I can get this resolved because I would like your boss and CEO.
Dear, I gave you plenty of resources. Please use them. Oh, Lord, everyone, please, when you come on here, understand I'm doing all that I can do as a boss and CEO. I'm in the air, in my jet, and I'm not in my office. So I would not be able to make a lot of things happen as quick as you want it. Then thank you so much again, dear, for your investment in Jack. Thank you so much for your investment. It's very much obliged, dear. Hello?
Hello. How are you?
Your name says Joe Braxton. Are you related to the Braxtons?
Oh, I am.
I know them personally. I know all of your, they're your sisters?
My cousins. Doing fine.
Yeah, I see her from time to time. And the last time I saw her was at this wonderful gathering. And she sang this wonderful song. Your family have wonderful voices. You really do.
Thank you. Yeah. I really miss Tracy.
I would love to hire Tamar. Let her know. I will love out for me. I would love for her to sing what's that song? When we stay on the front lines, only at Love and War. I love that song. Only at Love and War.
Right. It's
yeah, it's a really good song. I think it went on the top charts. Am I right?
Yeah, I think it did too.
Yeah, only at Love and War. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. Just packing, ready to move. So
I'm used to always moving, but that's why I buy mansions so I don't have to move. I just leave everything that I placed there and just buy another place and just gather more stuff there. You don't relate?
Yeah. Well, I'm in a trailer right now, so my bills are really affected.
You've been the black sheep of the family of the black sheep.
Yeah, I was very.
Everyone, I'm having some nuts. These are some very good nuts here. Very good. Very good. DJ Williams, thank you so much for your investment. It's very much obliged. It's very good. Another person with Mint Mobile. Call me back, Katie. Call me back when he can. That was pretty fast. Are you in Verizon AT&T?
Hello?
Yes, dear.
Hi.
This is boss and CEO. Are you in Verizon or AT&T? Yeah, that's Mint Mobile. That's Mint Mobile all day.
How do I turn my camera on?
You don't have an assistant to show you?
Oh, they just found it for me.
Perfect. Let's get that assistant. Let's get that boss's camera on.
Yeah. No, they just got it on, and I just put my $45 lip balm on.
All right, perfect.
Do they look luscious?
You look refreshing. Where's your assistant?
She's at the end of the bed.
Okay, perfect. So how are you doing today, dear?
I'm doing great. I just got a tattoo. I just had my hair toned. I'm doing great. I'm in my 100% linen bedding. She's feeling opulent.
Well, as a Boston CEO, I try to refrain from tattoos, dear, because they're not corporate-like. So make sure your tattoos are not visible.
No, never. If they were visible, I would have my assistant cover them up with some makeup if it was going to be on display, but it will never be on display because it will be covered with clothing.
All right. Oh, Rebecca, thank you so much for the sticker. It's very much obliged.
Yes, thank you, Rebecca.
So what is it that you would like to talk about, dear? I'm actually headed to the States now.
From?
China. I just got my nails done not too long ago. And I also stayed in China to do some business.
Did you pick any fine china while you were there?
Normally, I don't. Because once I'm in China, I like to leave whatever I purchase from there made in China. I like to leave it there because it's more authentic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Sorry. Yes, that's nice. How what jet are you flying on?
My personal jet. My personal jet. It's a private jet, dear. You seem like you don't know much about me.
Oh no, I've been following you for at least 3 weeks now.
Really?
I do ask many of my friends if they can afford when we go out. And
Yes,
usually
I
they
asked that
can't.
too.
Usually they can't, so I always have to pick up the tab, which it's putting a little dent in my pocket, but you know, we have to do what we have to do.
You know what? You have to get more bosses and CEO friends because we can afford. We can afford. I ask mostly my employees when they come up to me and they tell me these excursions that they're planning. For instance, some of them saying they want to go to Dubai. There are some of them that says they're having, they need some time off or PTO. And I'd be shocked because these are the same people that be complaining about not making enough money. So when they have these excursions, I'd be thrown back a little bit. I'd be like, you can afford? And, but they do. I guess people do save.
I guess they do. I mean, I remember before I was Boston CEO as well that I had.
You are Boston CEO?
I am now. I wasn't in my prior life.
I just say that because your lighting is not Boston CEO status. You need to really get better lighting in the mansion that you're currently in.
Well, I'm not in my mansion currently. I'm on travel. I'm on business, so I'm in a hotel room.
Okay. See, I don't stay in hotels anymore. I used to when I was a child, but now as a Boston CEO, it's either private galas or not even resorts at this point. I have upgraded from that.
I would never say
no longer a resort goer.
Those are for poor people, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, but let's not talk about the poor because we do have people watching and we don't want no one to feel left out.
No, I'm just saying that's a resort is a nice place to stay when it's all inclusive for a couple $1,000s, and that can be their all inclusive anyway. Moving on. Yes, I do stay in hotels. I'm not to your level yet. And I do respect that. But yes, I am in a hotel. That's what usually the lighting's bad in most hotel rooms, whether it's top notch or not.
My dear, we have to. I have to get someone else is calling. So, is there anything else you would like to address before I move on to the next caller? Everyone's saying next caller.
I would just say thank you for what you're doing. Paying these people their $6.11 an hour. That's much more than what I'm paying. That's much more than what I can afford for my employees. They're only making $3.13. So I commend you for that. For really going.
Are you in Chicago as well?
I am in Chicago.
I might need to make a pit stop to Chicago. You're the second person that have stated that Chicago is paying their workers $3 and some change. And if I can take advantage and hop on that, I would love to. So I may be seeing you guys later on tomorrow because I think it's 10 something over there. But I will be coming to Chicago today.
Okay, you have your people contact my people.
Well, I'll do that.
We'll get
like
right
that.
on.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, dear,
nice
for the information that you have laid on the Boston CEO. See, even I, as a Boston CEO, everyone, I don't know everything. And there's bosses and CEOs like him here, who informs me And we too will be doing a major drop with all the Chicago employees that I employ. Drop them right down with everyone else there in Chicago. I like that. Thank you so much for the information.
You're welcome. Thank you so much. Safe travels. Bye-bye.
Bye, dear. Bye. I'll see you soon.
Okay.
Tanner is amazing. I love information. I love someone that's knowledgeable about what's going on in the business world. I love it. I really do. It's perfect. Junior Gomez, thank you so much for your investment. It's very much obliged, dear. Oh, another Mint Mobile user. Hey, Kay Wood, how are you, dear? Nice to see that you're on here. Everyone say hello to Kay Wood. Who's this here? Oh, thank you, everyone, for the roses. They're very much obliged. Who is this? Come on, let's go. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, dear. I didn't call you. You called me.
I didn't call you.
Yes, you did. You called me and I accepted your request.
What?
Are you in Mint Mobile?
No.
Are your
Never.
bills affected?
No.
Are your bills affected?
No.
All right. So, do you know who I am? I'm Boston CEO.
No, I don't know who you are.
All right, dear. Well, you have no point in being here. You have no point in being here. There's no reason. You don't know who I am. Why are you here?
Hello, Boston CEO.
Hi, dear. How are you?
I'm doing very well. I just came on here to thank you. I just want to thank you. I read your book, and after reading your book, I was able to start my own business.
What book was it that you read?
It's called From Wigless to Wigged Up. And
that's my new one. I just put out,
story.
everyone. I just 1 second. 1 second. I just put out a new book, everyone, and I want you to go grab it. He just stated the name. Now, this is a very good book, and it's transforming people's lives each day. And you could be one of them, you and your family. Go ahead, dear. I'm sorry about that.
Oh no, darling, it's okay. It's my problem. I just want to say, like, that book changed my life. I was able to start my own laxative business. And I came on here to share these laxatives with you because I heard that the toilet in your private jet is clogged. And I want to share with you that these laxatives will literally change your life and will
Your
unclog the
laxatives?
toilet. Yeah, my laxatives.
So if I have a clogged toilet, why would I be taking a laxative at this moment, dear?
Girl, you tell me.
I can't tell you.
You're right. You know what? I just wanted to come on here and thank you again. You know what? My fault again. But
yeah, if my toilet is clogged, dear, there's no reason for me to be inserting a laxative in my mouth. All it's going to do is make the problem worse.
You know, you're actually right. Oh my!
You know,
Boston CEO. This is why I read your book. Because
well,
you are the
I want
Boston
you to
CEO.
reread it, and then maybe we have a different opinion. But reread that. There's some things that you missed, my dear. Reread that for me. Reread that for me. Ronald. No, I'm sorry, Rashad. Dear, thank you so much for your investment. It's very much obliged. Who is this here?
Boss and CEO. Yeah. Hello, ma'am. Hello.
How are you doing today, dear?
I'm doing well. I've been trying to reach you for days on your lives. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to get through on your phone. I'm not on Mint Mobile. I'm on Verizon, actually, and I'm on Verizon Wi-Fi in my home. I have Verizon Fios, so we're Verizoned up here.
Perfect.
So I'm in the Washington, D.C. office, and the employees, 611 is too much. We've got to go down. Would you consider?
I wouldn't consider. Well, what office? Chicago?
Washington, D.C.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was thinking Chicago. Washington. I haven't heard about Washington, and we're unable to do that. I have one stop in Chicago first.
Okay.
Then I can come to Washington if need be.
No, need is B. We need you here, girl. Let
me go to Chicago first.
Okay.
There's some things going on in Chicago that I need to be there for, and then I can make it to Washington.
Okay, I'm seeing a comment said $1.70. It seems a bit low, maybe a little too low for Boston CEO, but could we consider just going down a little bit? They're just not caliber of 6'11".
It's no problem. But at first, I don't have everything in front of me to really calculate the numbers that we can agree on. So what I'm needing to do is come to Washington after I leave Chicago.
Okay.
And then we can discuss these things at a future meeting. I'll have Samantha reach out to you so we can set this date up immediately.
Perfect. Get Samantha. Tell the pilot. I see you're in the jet. Just tell him to queue it up, get it ready, gas that jet up, and get yourself to Washington after Chicago.
Most definitely, I will be doing that. Scott Allen, thank you so much for your investment. It's very much obliged. Did we go over everything that we need to do?
I believe so, and you are looking snatched today. I just have to add that.
Thank you so much, dear. I just got a facial last week, and everyone's been going off on the chemical pill. Yeah, it's natural. It's a natural look. I just put a little lip gloss on.
Okay.
And this is how I wake up. That's why I did inspire Beyonce to write that song, I Wake Up Like This.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, I know your facialists. They do the best job because they know if they don't, you're going to affect the bills. So
right, and they have a family to feed. So I want to make sure we feed that family immediately.
Exactly.
And if they do the wrong job, we will not be feeding the family.
Beautiful job. We just need you in DC. We need to affect some bills, lower pay. We need your advice.
All right, dear. Well, I'll be there tomorrow morning. You'll see me there. All right, dear.
Perfect. Thank you, boss. Have a wonderful
Perfect,
one.
dear. I'm gonna follow you back, honey. So, that was sweet. Thank you so much for the, what was that, fairies? Very much obliged. Another Mint Mobile user, please refrain if you're on Mint Mobile or Metro PCS. It will not work there. Hello.
Hello, boss lady CEO. How are you?
How are you doing today, dear? I'm wonderful.
Doing wonderfully well. Listen, first things first, gotta tell you, skin on point, 10s across the board.
Thanks, dear. Now,
I want to know, when are you going to come to your Georgia office here in Atlanta?
I haven't been due to the ghetto-ness lately. So once that depletes down a bit, I'll be able to return. I have someone appointed that handles my Georgia area.
Okay, listen, must talk about this because the pay is ridiculous. We are now at $747 and we need to be down to $242. Can't do it anymore.
What do you mean that we're at $747 and we need to drop down? I'm not understanding.
Yeah, we need to drop it down. It's the ghetto. It's the ghetto. It's giving every bit of poverty.
Right.
They don't know how to handle
wonder
themselves.
why I don't come to Atlanta as much. Due to a lot of is too much going on. It's too much. I'm stuck in traffic. I have people walking out in front of me. I see a lot of Nissan Altimas out there. And it's very depressing at times.
It's poverty. It's poverty. And I'm sorry not to cut you off, boss lady CEO, because I know that makes a lot of folks lose their jobs and affect a lot of bills.
Right. And these are the things that needs to be known.
Yes. But I have one last question before I let you go, darling, because like I said, we're in the ghetto here. It's poverty everywhere. But
so you're living in Georgia?
I stay in Georgia, but I don't stay in Atlanta. I stay in Sandy Springs. I'm sorry, I can't do Atlanta.
How is Sandy? I heard they really upgraded over the years.
Oh, baby, it's the life down here. Trust me.
Oh, I heard about Sandy. I read it in my local Observer. When I was going to my mansion, I seen it on the doorstep. My butler brought it to me, and I heard about that area. It's really they're really bringing up the area. They want me to move out there, but I did turn it down because it's not all 10s.
No. Well, you need to move it. I'm sorry. Sandy Springs is not for you. You have to be in Alpharetta. And because you have old money, we need you to be in Buckhead and Tuxedo Valley. That's what we want you.
Perfect.
Now, last
Perfect.
question.
But even because of my status, that will just be a place where I just come and stay for a moment, and I'll be gone again. I'm always in my jet.
Yeah, and is that a 7? What jet is it? Is it your G6 or G7?
I don't know. I think it's of course it's the best, but I wouldn't know.
I love you, Boss Lady CEO. Thank you so very much. And just for your comments to let them know, let me put my proper voice on. There's nothing ghetto about this person over here because, like Boss CEO, from wig list to wig, you can do anything, baby. Anything.
I love your enthusiasm always. That's one thing I love about you. You always encouraging and inspiring and passing that good energy on. And we need that more.
I love it here. Thank you so much, Boss Lady. Thank you.
Always. Very much obliged, dear. Talk with you soon.
Okay.
Bye-bye. I just want to take a moment out for all of you gifters. Thank you so much for all of the gifts. This is only can be provided by you guys. Thank you. Another person with Mint Mobile. Please refrain from sending in requests if you have Mint Mobile. Hello?
Hello.
Hi, dear.
Hello, Boston CEO. How are you this evening?
I'm wonderful. Are you a country native or something? I hear an accent.
No, I'm speaking in a different voice, but I am your HR representative, and there are things we need to discuss.
You're my HR. I have a trained staff that works in HR. You're part of that?
Yes.
Hold on, let me look at your picture. Let me look at your picture first.
Yep.
Imposter. Everyone, I do not have people of that stature or everywhere a part of my HR. I do not. I'm very close to my HR. We vacation a lot. So I knew that he was an imposter. I do not have him on my HR team. Everyone, please do not get on here and lie. You do not have to make yourself feel like you have to be good as me to talk to me. Things up.
Hello again, boss and CEO.
So you said hello again. We talked before?
Yes, but I have a really important question. I need
What
you
do you
to
want?
Linda Jones Wilson. She has been affected. She needs to speak to you.
I don't normally speak to prior employees, but what does she want? Is everything okay?
She's requesting right now. She's requesting.
Fine. I'll do this a kind gesture today.
Okay, she needs to. We need to speak.
Hello?
Yes. Did you let her in? Can you hear me?
I can hear you just fine, dear.
Yeah, Linda Jones Wilson. She needs to speak to you.
It's Leila. Thank you so much for your roses, dear. It's very much obliged. I'm waiting. I am waiting. So if we can hurry. Waiting to speak to her. Call me back. Just call me back, dear. Just call me back whenever y'all ready.
Oh, hello, Boston CEO.
Hello, dear. PL Brett. Thank you so much for the money gun, honey. Who is this, dear? You look familiar.
This is the Boston CEO record label.
I never heard of your record label. I deal closely with Beyonce's and Jay-Z's team. They're music producers.
No,
but
we are
I'm
your
always
record
open
label,
to any new
Boston
opportunities
CEO.
that's out there.
We are your record label, Boston CEO.
I'm sorry?
We're your record label, Boston CEO.
Dear, I don't think you don't sound familiar. I don't have you as appointed for my record team. I don't see nothing funny. Don't get on here, everyone, making up stories. Another imposter. All right, everyone. Because of TikTok's term and conditions, we already been an hour on this live. I'm going to restart this next live because every time it goes over an hour, it acts stupid. So restart this live. It's in your requests, please. And do not have Mint Mobile. Yeah.
I bet if you were working here with me, you'd enjoy me snapping my fingers at you and having you go and get what I tell you to get.
Honey, I will have a leash around your neck.
A leash
I really
around
will have
my
a leash
neck?
around your neck. Yes, I will have a leash around your neck. And the command is that you will be looking up from my mouth.
No. I'm the dominant one. First of all, I'm dominant.
I'm a dominatrix, honey.
Oh,
you don't know.
no,
I used to be a prior
no,
dominatrix before I got in the position
Look.
that I'm in. And there are many powerful men that were in my clientele. I know them to this day. Donald Trump was one of them.
Zoe, oh my God. We got people in here going crazy. Anyway, look, I got a proposition for you. This is the opportunity of a lifetime.
Is money involved?
Yeah, I'm gonna pay you. So if you paying people $11 an hour, I'm gonna pay you $13 an hour. You know what I'm saying? So you getting $2 more than what you paying your base workers.
I'm not used to the hourly wage. I'm used to annual or
okay.
salary.
How about this?
Yeah.
Annually, I'm willing to go $24,000 a year.
It's not enough. I'm used to 24 billion a year.
Billion?
Yeah. See, Donald Trump, the owner of Amazon.
Well, look,
all of these
I'm
high
trying to
powerful
build
men
up
is
to
all
that.
my friends. So I have to bring something to the table every year.
Okay, all I need is just 6 years worth of labor. That's all I need.
Now, I'm going to have to turn this offer down like you turned my offer down previous.
You were paying 11, paying 13.
It's not enough for me. Sorry.
Huh?
It's not enough for me.
Don't be greedy.
I'm not being greedy there.
You need to live like every other American. What makes you so special?
If I stayed in America and with no passport, then I'm like every other American. But because I'm international and I travel and I own my own private jet, I'm not from just one country. I'm from all over.
You know what? How about this? You come work for me. I'll give you 100 pesos an hour.
I'm going to say no one more time in the hope that the topic do change.
100 pesos?
No.
100 pesos an hour.
This is the second time that I'm saying no. It's not enough for me.
That's astronomically higher than what I was offering.
Third time, no, I did not. It's very much obliged, but no, thank you. I don't work here. I do not work. I employ the people. I'm already busy, already very much busy doing all other sorts of things. You know, I already have appointed people that's already doing things for me, so I will not be able to accept your offer.
One of these days, and I mean one of these days coming up very soon, you will be at my doorstep on all fours, actually on elbows and knees, begging for a position as a secretary.
I think it's going to be the other way around and accept the position for it being a secretary you're applying for. You're going to be someone that's very hungry on all fours. And I'm going to eat whatever they eat. I'm very high in protein.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Hey, yo, get an hey, yo in the chat. Hey, yo, hell no, nigga. Mainly Manny. Hell no, nigga. Hey. Like I said, it will be the other way around, and you can have a position right here. But you know what? Now that you disrespected me on that one, when you come to my door, asking for the position, You ain't getting no chair. You gotta stand and do office work. You ain't getting no chair.
You know,
Okay?
I'll be in
You're gonna
California.
just be standing up the whole time typing and shit. Okay?
I'll be in California sometime this week. What day is Wednesday? I'll be there tomorrow after I leave Chicago, Washington. I'll come to California and we can do a lunch. How about that?
You're paying for the lunch.
Well, I don't pay for any establishments that I go to because I'm friends with the manager. So anything is always given to me for free or on the house because I'm well known.
Okay.
So they just do these things for me. So if we do go out to lunch, they may require you to pay for your portion because my portion will always be free.
Okay, well, I'm gonna be like, I'm with her.
And that too, but it still won't work. A lot of people have tried that.
Hey, then you got my side of the building.
All right. Well, I can't wait to see you in person. I will see you in person.
No problem.
All right,
see
honey.
You later, Wendy.
See you on the next one.
All right, Wendy.
Boss and CEO. Do you remember me? I was the person that's poor in the sewers. Well, actually, you inspired me and I created my own company. And basically, the rats actually make clothing and I would like you to invest in my business. So basically, they take the scraps from the sewers and we make clothes and I would like you to invest. Here is one of the rats actually making clothes in real time. And one of the rats tried to escape. They tried to escape. They tried to...
Block that caller! Block that caller immediately! Oh my gosh. Block that caller. I low-key love that caller. I low-key love that caller every time. Oh my God. Oh Lord, hello.
Hello, boss and CEO.
Hello, dear. How are you?
I'm okay, and you?
I'm great. I'm actually headed to the United States. I just left China from getting my nails done.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
I'm just having some tea.
I'm sorry?
I'm just having some tea.
You're having some tea?
Yep.
So wonderful. So why did you chime in this wonderful evening? Did you work for me or something, or are your bills affected?
No, I did not. I never worked for you before. I'm in the Caribbean.
Oh, so you're in the Caribbean. I own businesses there. When I come to Jamaica for business, I make sure that I have fox locks in my head so I can make sure I can fit in with the natives.
I've even Dominica.
Yeah. And then when I go to, I own this all over the Caribbean. And what I do is I love plantains, and I make sure I have a bag of plantains, and I eat them, so they think I'm a native. I love tostinos. I love plantains. They're very good. Yeah.
Yep. Why can't I see you?
You're talking so low there.
I can't
I think
see
it's
you.
my jet engine. That's
Your
so
jet.
loud.
Why are you
If you
passing
could just
through the
turn up
door?
or get closer to the mic.
What going through your jet when you're sitting down?
You're breaking up, dear.
Why are you passing through your jet when you're sitting down?
Where am I passing? We're currently flying over the Atlantic. Yeah.
Mm.
We're currently flying over the Atlantic, yes.
Oh. You can
Everyone's
land
saying that
in
you're on
Dominica
Mint
right away.
Mobile. Everyone's saying you're on Mint Mobile.
I'm actually on Digicel. That's the name of the provider.
What is it again?
Digicel.
I think I heard of that company where you have to go to the local corner store to purchase a card. And when you purchase that card, you're able to communicate with everyone internationally. Am I correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So how many more minutes do you have on that card?
Unlimited.
Oh, you can afford.
Yes, I can afford.
Oh, wonderful. So since you're unlimited, I love that that plan there. That's
I've
wonderful.
also sponsored your live. I've sent.
Roses?
Yes.
You know, I smell them every time I go to my mansion. I have them on my table on the foyer. And they are dying. It's time for some new roses. So if you would like to update those roses, I didn't put a little packet in the box. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, they didn't put the packet to make them to sustain the roses that you got me.
Oh.
Yeah. So we need another fresh set of roses. Because when I do come into my home, I love the smell of the roses, and yours are dying. So if you can go ahead and just update those roses for me, that will be very much obliged on my end.
Can you send me roses? Send me roses.
I don't have your address, or I don't have my my book yet. But if you would like, I would love.
I think you should fire your assistant.
Huh?
I think you should fire your assistant.
Well, since you are an investor, your opinions do matter. But your flowers are dying, so once you update the flowers, then we can listen to your opinion, because Samantha is not agreeing. Right, Samantha?
Oh. Can you also send me some investments to meet as well?
Oh, so you're a CEO as well?
Yes.
All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to have HR send you some investments for your company. It's going to be the next 16 years that we're going to make the move to initiate this idea. Yeah. So give us 16 years, and you will be seeing
16 years.
Yes, that is our turnaround time.
That's too long. It should be 16 hours.
16 hours?
Yeah.
When there are international flights.
Yeah. So by the time you land in the US, it should be there.
Oh, well, it will not be there because I'm already going to be in the US in a few. We're already flying. We're almost done over the Atlantic. So I should be landing soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you should go to the bank and get it withdrawn.
All right. Where you are again? Because I'll be coming there for business most likely. You're in the Caribbean, right? Jamaica?
I'm in Dominica.
Dominica.
Yes, the nature island.
Yeah, I own businesses there. Yeah. But it's been a pleasure. I'm going to move on with the next caller. Everyone's saying next. But thank you so much for talking with me. It's very much obliged.
Okay.
All right.
Good evening.
Good evening, honey. Have a good one. Everyone, that's an investor of mine. He's very close, but I don't know what's going on with him this evening. I don't know. Hope it's okay. Black Dust, thank you so much for the roses. They're very much obliged.
Hello.
Hi, dear. How are you?
I'm great. How about you?
I'm wonderful. I'm Boston CEO.
I'm also a Boston CEO. Nice to meet you.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, well, I need you to turn up your volume if you can, because I can barely hear you.
Oh, you can barely hear me?
Yeah, I think it's my jet that I'm currently in. I thought we fixed it.
Yeah,
We were
it's
trying to get
I
that
have
sound boost down some,
I
but
have a lot of events.
we're going to have to fix that next time.
Yeah, hold on. Give me 1 sec.
Must be on Mint Mobile. Perfect. Everyone, we're about to land soon. So if you would like a video request with me or talk with me, now is your chance. At 11:30, we will be landing. We will be landing. So I'm going to be pressing these next calls. Be good, everyone. We're going to be pressing these next calls. Dear, speak up for me, honey. Speak up for me. We're about to land.
Girl, I can't hear you. Goodbye.
Are you in the hospital?
Bitch, you need to go
in
in
ICU or something?
How do I leave?
Oh, you must be on Boost Mobile. Hello?
Hi, Boston CEO. How are you, dog?
This is me, dear. Let's make it quick. I'm about to land. How may I help you?
Today? Let me cut this camera.
I'm wonderful, wonderful.
Are you paused right now, Boston CEO? I have some important information for you.
No, I'm not paused, honey. Your camera's not on.
Okay, can we see each other now?
No, I cannot see you.
Okay, Boston CEO, let's get this the judge. I have to get this information to you. Let's see, something going on here. Okay, can you see me now, Boston CEO?
Still no. You need to get your assistant to make sure that they have these things done before you go live, honey.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Where's your assistant? Did you send her on a holiday or something?
Well, no, but, well, yes, you know, vacation is here. Well, I'm so upset because this is Judge. I'm a judge and the IRS is looking for you, Boston CEO.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yes, you know Hector.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I know
so
Hector. He works for me.
Oh, I'm mad. I cannot get you on this live. Where's my assistant, guys? Where's my assistant?
Yeah, call me back. Thank you. I'm about to get ready to use the bathroom. So if you can make sure that the toilet is sprayed with Lysol before I do skin-to-skin contact on that and stuff. Yeah, make sure you spray it. No, I'm not going to use the toilet. I'm just going to stand over it and look inside of the bowl. But even that can cause some type of sickness. So before I do that, I need to make sure it's sprayed with Lysol. And make sure you go back in the back cabin back there and clean that room that I just walked in and breathed in the oxygen. Just clean that whole room from top to bottom for me. I'm not going to enter it, but I just want to make sure it's clean for my orders that I'm giving to you, for you to do something. We're streaming these next calls, everyone. Hello?
Hello, it's been a while.
How's it? Oh, how's it, dear?
Yeah, I'm good. I just have, okay, so I am calling because of the sugarcane factory in
Yes, thank
Haiti.
you so much for the roses, dear. What sugarcane factory?
Yeah, the one you own in Haiti.
No, it's in Haiti. I think they probably just, what about it? What's going on?
So you're being accused of some crimes there, and I just wanted to list some things that you're being accused of and some solutions to those crimes.
Mama, thank you so much for the roses. And Tyler, thank you so much for the roses. They're very much obliged. 1-800-CALL, thank you so much for your roses. They're very much obliged. I'm getting investors, and I just want to give them some love. But you're supposed to be handling all of that. Don't you work for me, honey?
Oh, I would never work for you, no.
So you're an intel person that gathers information, and you love to spread the negative news to the source. I'm
No,
the
I'm a
source. and you're
lawyer. I'm a
spreading news
lawyer.
about
Watch
my
your
business
mouth.
to me online.
I'm a lawyer.
You're a lawyer?
Mm-hmm.
When did you graduate with the bar?
2017.
You still should be doing internships, honey. There's no way that the information you know should be discussed by you.
I graduated law school when I was 12. Then
So you were 12 when you graduated law school?
yeah.
I don't believe you. See, I think you're a liar.
Well, I think you're guilty of some crimes.
Dear, I don't even believe you're a lawyer. I think you're an imposter getting on this app here, trying to act like you're a lawyer. See, people want to be like me. See,
Yeah,
I'm a
you
real
know,
Boston
people-
CEO, honey.
People just go online and pretend to be things they're not. You know, I think
all
you
the
have
time.
experience
People
with
go
that.
online
Yeah.
and just make up these lives, these storylines. They make up
Exactly.
these characters. You know?
Exactly. Exactly.
Right. And I understand that, but see, a woman of my stature, I come on here to talk with regular people every day because normally I'm talking to other bosses and CEOs. Now, if you're a normal person, you don't have to pretend that you're a lawyer to talk to me. You can be a person of poverty. It's fine.
Can I just read you the crimes?
Dear, that's not true. Those are not real. I'm serious. Let's not waste your time. Did you apply for your food stamps?
I don't use food stamps.
You make too much you can afford?
Yeah, I can.
So what grocery stores do you shop at? I shop at Whole Foods.
Harris Teeter.
Never heard of them. Are they
Yeah,
all
you
organic?
would never hear of that. Who shops at Whole Foods?
The owner of Whole Foods. Yeah.
Organic.
Yeah.
Organic trash.
See, you eat Lay's potato chips. I eat the potato. There's no brand. How organic? It's organic chips. That's what we eat. See, you eat with a brand name, Lay's or.
Yeah, we can tell you eat. That's all.
The roses, they're very much obliged. Zamiria, thank you so much for your roses. They're very much obliged, dear. So is that all you want, dear? I have to move on with the next call.
Oh, you said you were about to. Are you still over the Atlantic, or like are you on the plane?
We're about to land any moment. We're passing over the East Coast now, but I'm landing in the West Coast. That's where I'm going. We're going to Chicago.
Well, too bad you didn't crash. I hope you have a safe landing. Hello?
Did you wish death on me, honey?
I would never wish death upon you.
You just did. You just wished death on me.
No, I said.
Pilot, if you get me there safe and sound, pilot, you'll have a dinner on me. At McDonald's off the dollar menu. They have the freshest food at this time. Yeah, let's prove this person wrong. I'm on live. I'm on live. And he just said that he wished that we crashed. Get me there safe. No bumps when we're landing. And you have a cheeseburger from McDonald's on me. You want one? No, I don't eat it. I wouldn't be able to consume it. But you guys can eat it. Yeah, McDonald's, I think. Yeah. It's next here. Hello, dear. How are you?
Boss and CEO. Hello, hello.
That is me, dear. How are you?
How are you?
I'm wonderful. Thank you for calling in. You look familiar. Did you used to work for me?
I did, and then I left. So sad.
Why did you leave?
Because I want to start my own business. But, you know, I learned a lot of things from you.
How's that going?
I'm actually a hair owner. You've shopped for me before. You know, the wig that you have on, you bought for
this
me.
is my natural hair. This is not a wig.
Is that why it's two-toned?
Yeah, I actually have that. I have the skin condition on my scalp.
Right.
Yeah.
Two-tone. Yes, I know what you're talking about.
It's not two-tone, dear. It's not two-tone.
Right. Maybe my eyes just
It's
deceived
another
me.
word. It's another word for it, honey.
Wig.
No. So you're not educated. You don't know all the high-powered words.
So what's the name of your condition, if I may know?
You don't know?
No. What's the condition?
My dear, I'm going to need you to know this information before you come for me.
But do you know the
You're coming to
condition
me
that you own?
unprepared. I need you to be prepared.
Oh, I'm prepared. I have the receipts with me, actually.
All right, take them out. Let's see the receipts.
Yeah. Actually, let me get my assistant. She is not on holiday. She works for me.
You can afford?
Pardon?
You can afford?
Oh, I can't afford. Can you?
Oh, yes, dear. I'm the boss and CEO. You're on the phone with me.
Okay, 1 second. Let me just do my... Right. So I have...
Aiden and Heather, thank you so much for your
So I
gifts. They're
have
very much
now
obliged here.
2 bald bobs, which you have on right now.
I
with
do
a
not wear wigs,
zero-
honey. See, your wigs
So
are makings after me. So you're making wigs like my natural hair.
Right. Can we just have a close-up of the middle part for me? Just do like a little, Can we do like a little shake? A little stiff shake?
See, this is my natural hair, honey. The volume is really swinging.
Right. Let's just,
Yeah.
I know it's kind of laggy because you're on your bathroom tub right now, but I just wanted to see it for myself.
No, dear, it seems like you are in the bathroom. I'm in my
Never
jet
that.
here.
I'm in my west wing of my house right now, actually. So,
Oh, really? The West Wing. Okay.
Yeah. Because some people were laid off. Couldn't be me. I left on my own terms. I can't afford, actually. Thank you.
All right. Well, the lighting is not giving boss and CEO. I need better lighting.
Oh, yes. See,
All right,
mine hasn't glitched. I haven't glitched at all. Oh, I'm not aggressive, love. I'm very, very nice and sweet. We're having a great time, right?
So I'm waiting on the wigs, dear. Hurry up, because people are going to be saying next in a moment.
Oh, see, my wigs are in my storage unit right now. You have a lot of
So
those, just like me.
why are you not in your storage unit so you can show the people the wigs?
Because it's 11:20 at night and I'm at home resting with the kids. Yes.
See, honey, I'm a boss and CEO, and I just left business meetings. We work all times of the night when people are sleeping. So you have to continue to power up, pull that out, and just continue working out there. You got to continue. Don't stop.
And I won't. But don't worry. Next time I come back on live with you, because we'll see each other again, I'll have some more wigs to give you.
All right,
so you can
my dear.
recycle.
All right. Well, I'll see you soon. Your assistant, reach out to my assistant. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
All
Have
right,
a good night, sir.
Another person went Mint Mobile.
Hello, Miss Boston CEO.
Dear, the way you just did that, I literally just smelled your breath.
Hold up, I'm getting my wig, Miss Boston CEO. Give me a minute. You ready?
I've been ready when I answered your request. Are you ready?
No, bitch, are you ready?
Thank you so much, Mama, for your resident bird. Much obliged.
How are you? We just left the Boston CEO games. You weren't there, darling.
My dear, if you could refrain, lose the hat before we
Darling, we
carry our
just left the
conversation.
Boston CEO games. It was game
You have
night.
to take off that hat before we complete a conversation. I don't talk to women in hats. No.
But it was the Boston CEO
It's
games.
not professional or unethical to, no.
This is another Boston CEO you're talking to.
Why are you wearing a hat, dear?
It's
not like us to wear hats.
We just left the Boston CEO games and you weren't there.
Oh, I don't play games with
It was
grown
golf night,
people.
darling.
I don't play games with grown people. They wanted us to all come together and play games like we're children.
They wanted us
You
to go to
stayed?
golf night. We go to golf night and we discuss about the peasants. You know that it's protocol. It's protocol, darling. You have
Those
to come.
tacky uniforms they want us to wear. I would never. Ever.
Darling, but how can you be a part of the Boston CEOs and you don't come to the Boston CEO games? Are you really a Boston CEO?
It's below me at this point, dear. I just made multi-millions last year.
Oh.
It's like the BET Awards at this point.
Oh. BET.
And you're still on a come up, dear. I want you to go to those events so you too can see the transformation.
Darling, I am retired. You're still Boston CEO. You're still working. I have them working for me. I don't even go there anymore.
Well, I'm very happy for you, but even so, you finally decided to settle.
Yeah, I'm done.
See, I'm past that settling phase.
I'm just passive income at this point. It's just dollar.
I'm doing the same thing that you're doing, dear.
Millions. Oh, are you?
Yeah.
I love that for you.
Why are you not on your jet, dear? Like I'm on my jet.
Well, we were at the Boston CEO games and we're out here in LA and we had a lovely steak dinner at the chef's table at BOA. So, it was just a lounge night. I sent my assistants home.
See, you were at the games. I was in China getting my nails done, dear. See? Yeah.
You didn't tell me, darling. You didn't tell me. I went to the games. I thought you were going to be there.
I heard you get your nails done there in LA. I go to the Authentics to get anything done.
You know what? I don't really let the others touch my hands too much. I just let the assistants do it because I know them. I don't know.
For 1 second, honey. Everyone's saying all right, so everyone's saying Terry Joe is live. I do not know how to submit. I don't know what's going on. Everyone keeps repeating, Terry Joe. I'm trying to do a live with him. But everyone, you have to understand. I have my stuff going on. Terry have theirs. All right? And I'm very busy.
Hello. I would like to, I'm here for my interview.
Oh, I'm not doing interviews at this moment. I'm in my private jet. I'm just getting down to the States. I just left China for getting my nails done.
You went away to China to get your nails done? I do nails.
Yeah. My personalist nail tech is there in China. Yeah.
Why didn't a boss and CEO get her hair done, though? It looks like you need a new do.
No, dear, this is actually my natural hair.
Natural or not, I think you need a new do.
Well, let's get you a new do first. Mine seem a little bit more fresher than yours.
Yeah, well, maybe, but that one edge.
Because when I put the hair to my follicle hair to my nose, I can still smell the spritz, and that still requires it's still a fresh do. Once you're no longer able to smell the hair product that your hairstylist applied to your hair, that means it's time for an upgrade.
That one edge is killing me, though. Why didn't you do two? Two would have been cute.
These are my natural hair. That's why it's my natural.
So where's your jet landing?
If I do two of them, it will give you wig, and I'm not wearing one, and I don't want people to think that.
Yeah. So where's the jet landing?
The what?
The jet. Where are you landing at?
I'm actually landing in Chicago. They're paying people $3 and some change there.
$3.
And then I'm going to Washington.
Oh, can I come?
You have your personal jet. You're more than welcome to meet me here.
Yes, I actually have 2 jets. You know, my
All right,
fault
so this is
wasn't-
what we'll do. I'll have my assistant reach out to your assistant. And if you're able to meet me, I'll see you out here on the strip with me, out here in Chicago.
Yeah, and when I meet you, I'll give you a new cut, new color.
I thought you were the Boston CEO. We don't do the work here.
No, I am. I'm gonna give you a new cut, new color.
Okay, perfect. All right, my dear. All right, I'm about to land now.
Okay, see you.
Bye, dear. Bye-bye.
Love.
Live with Terry. How do I do it? I don't know. How's it coming here? Make this live go live with Terry. Boom. Oh, thank you, David Harris. Your heart is very much obliged. I just guessed it. We did it, Joe. Joe, we did it. Everyone, we did it. We hit the mark. It's 11:30. If you guys see me on Terry Joe Live, you'll see me momentarily. I don't know how to do it on this end, honey, so I wouldn't be able. I don't know. I'm gonna have to get Samantha to do it. You do it. Everyone, I don't know what's going on, but I'm sending out my live requests, but Terry Joe is not on there. So I don't know what's going on. Maybe I have to go to their live. Oh, look, we just landed in our Chicago office. So I'm about to get ready and unboard the plane and get ready and just be in my office there. Now, if Terry Joe is on live, I will try my best to go live with her. When I'm in my office, I just made it to Chicago. We just landed. So everyone, we are about to see what there is to do. Okay, I'm going to be on here. Don't worry. And I'm going to try to submit a request. I'm going to have Samantha to do it. Okay. All right. All right, everyone. Oh, but I know everyone wants to see me and Terry. I understand, but I'll see what we can do on our end here. All right. Love you more. Love you more. Yes, I can definitely afford. Yes. All small-minded individuals in here saying Terry Joe Duke, you small-minded individuals, I love you. Even your comments matter. Oh, thank you, everyone. Thank you. small-minded individuals, your opinions here still matters. Oh. I'm sorry?
How are you? How are you?
So you know who I am, Boston CEO.
Yes, I most definitely know who you are.
Are you wearing a do-rag, honey?
Yes, ma'am.
It's not professional and it's unethical. We do not wear do-rags on live.
Really confused. It's really primitive in my office. In my office, I'm a boss lady CEO also.
Oh, so you too?
Yes, also, yeah. And how are you doing tonight?
I'm wonderful. I just landed here in Chicago.
Chicago? Yeah. Did your pilot get his McDonald's already?
I'm getting all of these requests. Hold on.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm sorry, no English.
Okay. Requests come, and we can accept them or not. Now, when Terry Joes do come, because I sent out Melissa invites, if he accepts it or whatever, I don't know how this thing works, okay? But I'm willing to go live. I'm in this one, but I will be willing. Everyone, see you on the next one.